Nobody has ever done that before, said Murray, an associate professor at Texas A&M's Department of Soil and Crop Science, who is running the project. At present, most major American distillers make their whiskeys with similar types of yellow corn grown from seeds developed in the U.S. Midwest and designed to produce high yields. We were missing all the unique flavors that can live in corn varieties, Arnold said. In 2017, over 23 million 9-liter cases of American whiskey were sold in the United States, generating over $3.4 billion in revenue for distillers, according to industry group the Distilled Spirits Council. Bourbon is one of the most popular kinds of American whiskey. Stored in charred oak barrels, bourbon is made from a grain mash that is at least 51% corn, though most brands are about 70 to 80%. Other types of whiskey also use corn as a main ingredient in the mash. With similar strains of corn used in most mass-produced bourbons, most brands derive their distinct flavor from yeasts used in fermentation and barrels where the spirits age. Kentucky bourbon producers also like to say the limestone filtered water in the region is a key to their product's taste. Murray and Arnold want to go a step further. They are mixing and matching corn varieties from Latin America and heirloom varieties from North America, none of which has been genetically modified. But Murray said that while the heirlooms can produce interesting taste compounds, yields on the older varieties can be about an eighth of a modern hybrid, calling into question their commercial potential. Experimental fields with about 7,000 maize varieties available at Texas A&M, the researchers have a multitude of possibilities that extend far beyond the state. A type of corn developed for Texas may produce buttery roasted notes in bourbon, for example, but a strain developed for Colorado may bring a bold smoky taste. So far, Arnold and Murray have produced about 50 small batch test products. Soon they will plant thousands of seeds on a commercial farm as they ramp up production. At the experimental field, Murray and graduate students conduct thousands of pollinations by hand and fly drones overhead to monitor crops destined for the distillery. With 95% of the world's supply of bourbon made in Kentucky, Arnold said it is producers in the bluegrass state that he would like to beat at their own game. Working at Distillery Firestone and Robertson, which bills itself as the biggest whiskey distiller west of the Mississippi, Arnold has a lab to test for tastes and the patience that comes from being a distiller, where his commercial products sit in barrels for at least 4 years. If the project proves successful, it might not be until the middle of the next decade that it will produce a commercial whiskey. Soon in the whiskey world is kind of relative. Everything for us is years and years down the road, he said.